Hi Leo, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.TarotbyAnisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Happy birthday, Leos. I wish all of you with the sun, moon, and rising Leos a beautiful, peaceful, abundant year ahead. There's something which comes to my mind, which the enlightened Buddha said. There are three things which cannot be hidden. There's the sun, the moon, and the truth. And on the third, we have a full moon that is there in your house of relationships. Now, full moons are normally very emotional because they're bringing something to a closure. It's fusion time. Something is completing its cycle. And because it's happening in your house of relationships, it could mean that for some of you, a relationship could be coming to an end. For those of you who are in a business contract or in a business partnership or relationship, it could be that this is the time that you're thinking of, ending the contract. Now, full moon also tends to illuminate everything. It illuminates the other, something that you were not aware about earlier. So it could be illuminating the contract, maybe the details, the legality of something that you were not aware about earlier. It could be a complex contract, maybe a fine print that you didn't read earlier. In certain cases, it could be that if you have been seeing this person for a while, or maybe not for a long while as well, you may want to take this relationship to another level. You would want to get into a serious commitment. You would want to get into look at marriage, maybe get engaged during this time. Now, this is also a time where the true feelings and intentions of your partners come to light. Full moon is going to be showing you exactly as to what your partner, your business partner, your closest partner really wants or is really looking for from you. Now on the 5th, we have Mercury, which is joining Sun in your own house. This is your birthday month, not just birthday month, but this is what we look at planetarily, astrologically. It's your new year for you, Leos. This is a time where you should be setting intentions for the rest of the years. And despite all the challenging times, the pandemic, the challenging times, the uncertainty that we are living in, all of that, and I'm not saying that one needs to play an ostrich with it, but that on the side and your own intentions, your own goals, what is it that you want for yourself? And I'm not saying in the next 5 years, I mean in the 6 months, we do not know, the world is changing so quickly. We are having to adapt ourselves with the same swiftness that it is changing. But setting those personal goals for yourselves is, I think it's setting the perfect note for yourself going ahead. And your mind is going to be very quick. It's not going to let you rest. There's going to be a lot of conversations about what is it that you want for yourself, because Mercury is going to be bringing about all the whys, the hows, the why nots, and Sun is going to be giving you courage to sort of accept, what is not working. Maybe there's something that really needs to change. You need to transform. And with the new moon week over there on the 18th, like I said, it's your birthday month, it's your birthday year. It's astrologically, this is a time where you set your intentions for the new year, and you could be also be jumping literally from one project to another, or from one idea, one plan to another. You could be feeling quite restless as well. And a lot of you are going to be focusing a lot on yourself, your appearance. You could be taking care of yourself. You could be, taking care of how it is that you look. You could be taking care of your health. What is it that you eat? And so it's a great time to be. It's a great time to be doing a complete makeover, which I think a lot of you would be doing as well. And how is it, besides how it is that the world sees you, I think it's a great time also to be working on that inner you. You know, you tend to be someone who tends to really hide himself or herself from the people who you really are. You know, you almost sort of, and which is a contradiction, you know, because Leo is all about loving the center of, being the center of attention, loving all the praise, all the accolades. But there is this very shy side to you as well. You know, you don't want to sort of be always there under the spotlight. You don't really open up to people. You know, there are two things about being the center stage, speaking your truth, loving the accolades, and then there is not really sharing with people as to who you really are, or that may be the vulnerable aspect for you. And it's a good time for you to be try something that you've been quite gun shy about. That you know you've be. I think with all the planetary positive push that you're getting, it's a great time that it's a good time to be trying something that you haven't tried before. And on the 8th, we have Venus that is moving into your house of behind the scenes. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house where we go and recharge our emotional batteries. This is also the house of being service to others. It's a house of great compassion. And in the olden literal times, if you were to read the astrology or even the tarot, this house symbolizes people in prison or in hospitals. However, with Venus being over here, it can be that you know you could almost, you wouldn't be liking too much of a PDA. You know, you would shy away from too much of a affection that is given to you in public. You know, if you um, if should you meet someone now romantically at this point of time, though it's hard. I mean, with the pandemic, but still, I mean, should you meet someone really interested, you would like to keep it really quiet. It could almost be clandestine, you know, and there could be this really clandestine affair which is going on, which could, you know, seem very karmic to you, and you could be, you could feel really attracted to this person, and or also you could meet someone who works in a hospital or is, or you know, you feel that needs your help in some way, or I think there's going to be a lot of pleasure that you'll find in dealing with spiritual things as well during this Venus transit. On the 20th, we have Mercury that is moving into your house of resources and self-worth, and these are the this is the money which is other people's money, which is the earned income. And then on the 23rd, we have Sun that follows it over there. Now Mercury is going to be, it's going to give you time to make up your decisions. You know, it's not, Mercury is going to, you're going to be doing a lot of pro and con as far as finances are concerned. It may have to do with a new job. It may have to do with, you know, where it is that you stand financially. What is it that you stand to lose? And you could be, if you are working with others, they could just have a tough time working with you because you are not able to reach a decision very quickly during this time. And you could just be taking in, you could just be in a place where you're just busy gathering a lot of information during this time, and you're not ready to sort of just you know, take a quick call. Some of you could be very keen to be extravagant and do that little splurge and buy that electronic, or maybe it's a new car or a bike that you're getting. But it's a good time to be sitting with your budget, Leos. It's a good time to be getting into the details and come out with a detailed plan and get your finances in order. Now, Sun is going to be creating some extra work for you. Sun is going to be giving you that support, that courage to go out there and, you know, even if you feel that, oh, I don't know whether I can manage or not, but it's going to be giving you sort of that support to say, you know, that you have it in you. You are that resilience. It will give you that assurance, and you will feel sort of more grounded and more practical. And try not to bite more than you can chew. It could be that you end up overextending yourself, or you end up over-promising something that could get quite hard to deliver. So be a little careful. Self-doubt, if that is one of the things that seems to be also be a thread of this month's astrology for you. But self-doubt, I think you need to be parking self-doubt on the side. It's not about whether you can do it or not. It is again about your own bandwidth. It's not about competency. So try and not stretch yourself. Now Mars is going to be there in your house of higher learning and travel. Can't do much travel, but Mars also is going to be going retrograde in September. Now, the interesting thing is that Mars has never been this long. I think 6 to maybe max 8 weeks. But this time it's there for 6 months, even though it goes retrograde in September. And Mars in this house is going to be, it's going to make you want to expand your life in some way. Maybe you want to learn something more. Maybe you want to add something to your portfolio, more exposure. And maybe you want to explore some faraway land, and maybe you want to, more than I would say physical travel, you would also want to sort of explore things a lot in your head. In any case, most of us can't travel, I think, for the next couple of months at least. So you'd be spending a lot of time learning about foreign places, languages, culture. Maybe you could be experiencing exotic cuisine, and meeting people from interacting virtually, that is from foreign cultures. And it's a great time to be learning something new. You go back to school. You may feel, some of you could have a sense of Mars is going to make you feel a bit restless because you could find yourself being stuck with the people that you're dealing with, that they still deal in the traditional ways, and you want to sort of move on quickly with things and not get bogged down with the old similar way of doing. So it's quite alright to throw the routine out this month, Leos. It's your birthday, you get to do that. While Mercury, Sun are going to be bringing about a lot of conversations, a lot of negotiations, a lot of decisions to be done. But I think having that clarity on what needs to be done ahead and not to overstretch yourself is something that you need to be watching out this month. And you're of course doing all the right things with taking care of yourself, your appearance, and there's a lot of focus that you are already paying on the new you as to how it is that you want to present yourself to the world. So be spontaneous and go ahead and have a little thrill, no matter how small it is. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Leos. I know I have not been regular, not as much as that I would like to be, and hopefully from next month I will try and stay more regular. Your subscription and your followership means a lot to me. It helps me create more content. So please do go ahead and share my video with your friends. It's been a pleasure, and thank you again for watching. I'll see you soon.